In January 2016, Sarah Reed was found dead in her cell in Holloway Prison. Sarah had suffered from mental illness since the loss of her son in 2003.
It's a tragic story. A young black woman, 2003, loses a child 9 months old. In 2012, she then becomes a victim of a brutal racist police assault by PC James Kiddie. In 2015, she's in Maudsley. She's the victim of a sexual attack by another inmate. She defends herself. The police are called. Sarah's arrested, put on remand from October 2015 to January 11th, the day she died, without any medication for her condition.
A spokesperson for the Met Police stated,
"The death is not being treated as suspicious. A report has been passed to the coroner."
Sarah's story has sparked a discussion about the duty of care towards prisoners with mental illness.
The monotonous regularity of deaths in custody in London and in Britain as a whole is one that needs to be highlighted. She might have been invisible to those that rule us, but she's not invisible to us, and we are here to light a candle in the darkness for her.
Since 1967, we're nearly running at 5,000 people have died at the hands of the state, and there are 0 convictions. There's still no mental health wing. There's nothing for any of the inmates. You know, you can't lock people up and say, well, that's it, and like they say, throw away the key. These people still have to come out. So if you're going to lock them up, at least help them. Give them education, give them hope, give them something, not a coffin.
Some have seen Sarah's death as a collective failure and have called for more mainstream media to highlight the issue.
If we talk about how many front pages that The Voice has had to dedicate to a lost life, I couldn't begin to tell you. Whether it's Smiley Culture, Sean Rigg, Sheku Bayou more recently, and now Sarah Reed. Look at these institutions, look at these establishments, the headlines. Who's writing about Sarah Reed? Now. Post the hashtag, look who's still writing about her. That's what you have to ask, or that's what you have to look for yourself and see, and that will show you how invested they are.
Holloway Prison is to be sold off to make way for new houses. George Osborne has said that the female prisoners will complete their sentences in more humane conditions. Sadly, too late for Sarah.
What's heartbreaking about this story is I don't feel that this is going to be the last Sarah Reed we hear about. We know there's a big Black Lives Matter campaign in the USA, but Black Lives Matter in the UK, and there's been a series of deaths at the hands of the state. Institutional racism hasn't gone away in the police and the public sector. In fact, it's got worse, and it's been amplified by austerity. The judicial system is failing them in terms of getting answers, in terms of transparency, and in terms of justice.